Hello and welcome back to the channel. So, a bit of a different video for the channel. We're here in Eartham Woods at the bottom of Stane Street, and just thought I'd film this using ghosttube. Reason being is that people say that this wood is haunted. I don't really think that's the case. Put a bit of ghosttube up on some of my previous videos and didn't get anything, but immediately turning it on here we've got quite high EMF. I'm not quite sure what's causing that. Could be all of this chalk that's used to build up the old Roman road at Stane Street. This road goes all the way up to Bignor Roman Villa.
How do you feel?
And then it goes down to Chichester in that direction. So we're going to have a quick walk down the road. Never used ghosttube before, so not quite sure how it works. I'm guessing that noise means that it's picked up on something, but immediately we've walked away from that sign, it's become less. So the old Roman road now is roughly down here at the side of us. We're at dusk. A lot of people come to these woods at night to do their hunting. I'm not looking to engage with any. So it seems as if ghosttube doesn't allow you to record for very long before it wants some kind of fee. So I guess that's the same with all free apps. They've got to lure you in some way. But I'm not intending to spend money on this because I'm not looking to research the paranormal. Just thought this would be a bit fun. Walking an area which supposedly would be haunted. When we started the walk, there was somebody talking through called Christopher, but I'm very sceptic of these apps. In my opinion, they're just a way of fleecing money out of you. So I don't even know whether I'm going to get these files when I get to the end. It seems to me that it lets you record for either a minute or 30 seconds and then wants you to sign up, but quite capable of editing these clips together if we get anything. So very little EMF down this way. I think right here we might be on the agger of the road. They may have moved the fire road into it. It seems to weave in and out, to be honest, down here. Got such a sharp drop off over there. Unless down there, that's it there. But so supposedly this time is one of the best times to do this kind of thing, because it's when the veil is thinnest. We're approaching Hallows Eve, and dusk is the time that fairies are supposed to come out. Dusk and dawn. So I tend to not put myself into haunted places at those sort of times, because to be honest, I'm not got any real interest in engaging with dark forces, but do find it interesting because I've been watching a bit of Sam and Colby, And if you don't know who they were a couple of urban explorers, and often when they went to these places where they were urban exploring, they'd come across that kind of stuff going on, and I guess they saw it being very lucrative, because they soon switched the content up from exploring. Well, actually how they explained it is they got arrested because they're breaking an entry into places, and it's not great, is it? As much as it's nice to explore, and it's frustrating sometimes we don't get access to some of our history. If you're breaking and entering, as much as they were respectful, I can see as a property owner, you don't want people, you don't know what they're going to be doing. So they switched their content up into ghost hunting, and it seems to have made the channel. I think they're 10 million subscribers now, and to be honest, it's relatively entertaining. And what I find interesting about it is that with that type of content, they're proving the afterlife, or finding some physical proof about the afterlife. And if there's an afterlife, that means that we aren't just pieces of meat. We are a more complex being exploring a 3D meat suit experience. Now, I'm sceptical of this all because there's a great monetary incentive for the likes of Sam and Colby to be doing that type of content. They're obviously making huge amounts of money out of it. Every time I watch the video, they'll get 10p maybe. And I would imagine with YouTube, it all goes down to does the advertiser want to place its advert next to that video? And if you're doing something controversial, the advertiser's not going to want to put its video next to yours. I guess with the paranormal stuff.
Cool.
Oh. Oh, okay. Got a word come through. First one. Okay. See, that's what makes me sceptical about this app. And is it just picking random words? But it's obviously trying to lure me into subscribing to it. So if that's the case, you'd think it'd be putting up a few more words, doing a fake AI conversation. AI is very capable. Okay. I really don't know what the beeping noise is, but we've got a beeping noise. I think it's probably a high EMF. I find these woods very peaceful, to be honest. There are other woods in this area, like Clapham, where I hear whispers. Feels like somebody's following me in those woods. No such the case here. So might find that if there are spirits in this area, there might be the prankster type. But I think the difference is this wood, I don't think it's used by the dark occultists, which Clapham is. So Clapham is going to attract a darker type of spirit. So, just been recording on the ghosttube app, and it's locked me out now, so don't know whether I'm going to get any of the data off of the ghosttube app. So I just thought I'd go back to the standard video as we walk down Stane Street, the old Roman road from Bignor to Chichester through Eartham Woods. So in this area there has been quite a few air crashes. We've just been to see 2 of the air crash sites, and also there supposedly is a Roman cemetery somewhere down here. Can't imagine we're going to find any Roman headstones anywhere. But yeah, I'm guessing at some point there's been a tree falling over or a dig and they found some bones. It's quite normal practice for the Romans to put their cemeteries near their roads. I don't know whether that's a ceremonial thing or what, but when we caught the Roman road a bit further down here at Chichester, this particular road, so it goes all the way down to Chichester and through Chichester to Fishbourne Roman Palace, terminating at Bosham Harbour, which would be where you'd get on a ship and go back to Rome or across to France or whatever it was called back in those days, Brittany maybe. So yeah, so when we found the road as it went through Chichester, we did see a cemetery right next to the road, and it says in there that prior to it being a cemetery for Anglo-Saxon people, it was a Roman cemetery. So yeah, quite normal practice, and I would imagine if you were you've been walking these roads for your lifetime, you'd probably appreciate your children or people that come after you marching past and saluting with respect, if that's what they were doing. I mean, we don't really know how these roads were used. Could be that they were used for trade. So this is where I think the road separates off. So we're going onto a fire road, and just over here is where the actual Roman road is there. So we're on this bit of fire road, the Roman road right next to us, and as we carry on down here, it will separate out a bit more. So currently we're walking in the gutter, so we didn't pick anything up on ghosttube that I was aware of. So we're going to go back to this standard camera, and the reason that we're using this camera is that it was using a similar device that when we were walking down the Roman road at Gumber Farm, we had a whistle that got caught in the video, and I didn't hear this whistle. It was very loud, and I was wearing a lapel mic, so the lapel mic had a wind fluffy on it. So my work colleagues speculated that it would be wind that was causing a human-like whistle, which is doubtful. It's interesting here because the road has come all the way down from Bignor Hill, so quite a steep decline, and now we've got an incline here, and it's often believed that the Romans didn't like to go up and down hills, and they like to sort of pick the lowest route through, and that would make sense. But They also like to go in straight lines. And I guess that's from the point of view that if somebody's trying to ambush you, you want to have good line of sight. So across there is the road, the agger, and then the gutter. So yeah, we're right off on a fire road now. So this wood has been heavily wooded in the First and Second World War. So none of this would have looked the way that it does now, even 100 years ago. They were using the wood in World War One for building the trenches. This not being too far from the coast, it's very easy to chop down the trees. Showed this one earlier, but looks like this one managed to survive. And here we've got the surface of the road there, and that's been there for some time. So we're just coming up to the end of the section of the woods, and right here you can see the road right next to us. It's quite high, as we saw it back up at Bignor. You know, the roads are tall. They've obviously been flattened down back there and combined in with the fire roads, but you can see quite how high the structures were. So I'm going to head off down that way back to the car. Don't know whether we'll get anything on the camera, any noises or stuff like that. So where we'll hear that in the edit. But and I don't know whether I've got anything off of ghosttube. Certainly didn't get anything come up using that app. So this is a bit of a nothing video, but with Halloween coming up, I thought it was interesting to do something paranormal. Bit different for the channel. If you're interested in more paranormal videos, comment down below, and I'll try and find something else in this area to do. It's got lots of history, so should be able to find something locally. So yeah, thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you didn't and you found it boring and uninteresting, hit the dislike button. It's all good feedback, and at least I'll know what future content to put out on YouTube. So thanks for watching.